that we have here at the World Championships, and I guess Sweden's best chance of taking gold medals. They might have blown their chance in this mixed relay. Just looking at Sweden's position at the moment, remember they were in third at the start of this leg. They're now 1:26 behind, down in sixth position, and a long way adrift of the race leaders Germany. Magdalena Neuner coming into the stadium to hand over to Arndt Pfeiffer of Germany, a man who is on fantastic form in Presqu'île. There he is. Can he rediscover that form that he showed in the northeast of the United States just a month ago? He's strong and he's aggressive. He's the perfect man for the third leg of a relay. It's a good run by Flatland. She was given a healthy lead by Tora Berger. I don't think anyone expected her to stay ahead of Neuner, and that hasn't happened, but no real damage done. Norway going out less than 25 seconds behind Germany. 24.7 the margin, and it's the great Ole Einar Bjorndalen who has to claw that time back on Arndt Pfeiffer. Well, so often Bjorndalen takes leg number 4, but they've given that honour today to the World Cup leader Terje Bo. Well, if you ever doubted whether athletes put 100% into the relay, I think those shots of Flatland would put you right, because she has given 100% today. She's done well. Finland in third position, now under pressure from Belarus. Belarus with Sergei Novikov on course, and Paavo Purinen for Finland, who in his prime, an absolutely superb shot. It'll be interesting to see how strong he is. Maybe inspired by the success in Heikkinen in the Nordic World Championships just 2 days ago. Italy certainly still with a chance of getting on the podium. They're only 32nd off third place at the moment, and they've got a very strong duo finishing this race off. Christian De Lorenzi on leg number 3, and then the young 21-year-old Lukas Hoffer takes the anchor leg for Italy after just a couple of days after racing in the European Championships and winning. Sweden starting to come back into it, and now it's the turn of Bjorn Ferry, who'll hand over to Carl-Johan Bergman. Sweden in 6th, France 1:54 behind. A medal still a possibility, but can they win this one? I don't think so. Nearly 2 minutes behind Germany. There's no team in the world that can give away that much time to the Germans and still hope to win. 15 kilometers left in the race. There's Rico Gross, so much a vital part of the German coaching team this season. Uwe Mussigang may still be the head coach of the German teams overall, but Rico Gross, Mark Kirchner have played an essential role this year. Austria down in 9th. That's a little bit disappointing for the Austrians, but they've never produced a strong women's team. Hopefully that will change over the next couple of years. Their men have been outstanding for the last 3 or 4 seasons, really ever since 2006, when they had that fiasco and so much. Team 18, the Swiss, after a very good start. I think Elisa Gasprin just struggling with her first experience of World Championship action. 3 minutes behind. The Ukraine, potential winners, missing Vaya Shemrenko, who's ill. They certainly wouldn't have expected to be over 3 minutes behind at this stage. Ranked number 6, they're going to be lucky to finish in the top 10 today. There are the top 10. It's Germany, Norway, Finland in the medal positions at the moment, but a fantastic battle building, not only for first and second, but there are so many teams that could still finish in third. I think the Czechs will struggle from 11th. Estonia, Romania, a long way behind. Neuner, astonishing form shown today. There could be plenty of medals coming her way.
The flying Finns, but today we saw a flying Norwegian. Very well done.
Thank you. It was a great race today, and the shooting was really good. So I was doing bad shooting the last relay, so it was good to get a good start in this championships.
We have been talking a lot about the shooting range and the wind. How difficult is it?
I don't think it's so difficult today, but it seems like it's a lot of wind, but it's not so. It takes not so much as it look like.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So Tora Berger talking down the difficulties in the shooting area today. I can tell you that all the telltale flags are horizontal at the moment, blowing from left to right, except those in lanes 25 through to 30, where the wind is bizarrely going the other way, and that's because of the rotor that's been set up by a barrier that has been built along the left-hand side of the range. Should it be there? I'm of the opinion that it actually does more harm than good, because all it does is change the conditions throughout the different lanes. But all the teams are aware of it. They've been training for it. I guess the key is to make sure that you always shoot in lane 1 by being in the lead, and then you know you're going to get consistent conditions throughout the day. That's exactly where Arnt Pfeiffer is going to be for his first shoot. Mark Kirchner on the right, Uwe Musigang, the maestro, on the left. Arguably the most successful coach in the world in any sport, having been in charge of the German women's team for so many years. All change in the German team over the last 18 months or so. Frank Ulrich no longer has a role in the... Pfeiffer didn't compete in Fort Kent, felt a little tired after his efforts in Presqu'île, decided that his best bet. And a little dot on the screen indicating where a central shot would go. Not too bad at the moment, he struck lucky. Now, it's only a minor mechanical problem, but 4 or 5 seconds and that break in position force a shot wide. A chance now for the Norwegians to close the gap. Well, that first shot that so often has missed in the career of Ole-Einar Bjorndalen has struck again. So, first chance not taken. "12 seconds the difference between Germany and Norway after the second shoot of the second leg. That was built to 24 by Neuner over the last 2 kilometers. And what is it at the moment? Despite missing twice, only 4 seconds lost on the initial time by Ole-Einar Bjorndalen, and saved really by the fact that Arnt Pfeiffer lost one of his live rounds in preparing for the shoot. Italy, Belarus and Finland. Finland only ranked 17. Not always entering the mixed relays, which is a reason for their ranking today. It's good shooting from Finland. Now this is where Christian Di Lorenzi needs to be spot on. First spare is good. Sweden starting to come back into it with Bjorn Ferry, 3 out of 3, working from left to right. France working from right to left, 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5 for Sweden, and 3 of the main contenders for that bronze medal today going out side by side. Excellent shooting, absolutely superb shooting from Sweden's Bjorn Ferry. And the French with Alexis Berth. They've got Martin Fourcade on leg number 4. And Fourcade, as we've seen all the way through the season, has been incredibly consistent. He lies 3rd in the World Cup rankings, but he finished in Fort Kent in some style. A 4th, a 2nd and a 1st out there in America. If he continues that sort of form, he may well pull the French from 6th up into the top 3 by the end of today. Austria with Dominik Landertinger, a defending champion, of course, having won the mass start in Pyeongchang in 2009. Indrek Tobrelutz shooting for Estonia. Tora Berger may well have been saying the conditions weren't too bad on the range, but judging by the number of missed shots, I think we can safely assume a nice consistent blow. Russia, well, there we get a good cheer for Yevgeny Ustikov. The Russian men now over 3 minutes behind. They have already done 3 penalty loops, which is 3 more, and usually their trait in the relay events, certainly in the women's relay events, is to shoot better than anyone else. It just hasn't happened today. It's a range they know better than anyone else, but they have really struggled, and there's no doubt that the nerves are affecting them. I think Helena Ekholm is admitting as much in her first run as well. And that, I guess, is another reason why so many of the athletes were keen to race today. Get their first race nerves out of the way with the mixed relay. Norway chasing Germany for that top position at the moment. Bjorndalen chasing Pfeiffer. Germany now entering the range, and a good number of teams in danger of being lapped now. And they will be pulled out of the competition. Just trying to track the progress of the British team. I'll do that, but first of all, let's...
Ja, alles super dann.
Ja, ich habe dann wieder was gut zu machen gehabt. Und naja, es ist gut gegangen stehen, auch wenn ich mir ein bisschen mehr Zeit gelassen habe, vielleicht manch andere. Aber
shooting wasn't so good on the prone.
Das war in dem Moment auch die bessere.
Andrea then going on to say, well, it was a disastrous start, but I took a little bit more time in the standing shoot. On the tracks, I was feeling okay, but certainly not my best. Legs felt heavy. And the skis were fine, but the legs just feeling a little bit heavy for Andrea Henkel. Hopefully she's raced that out of them by now, but certainly her prone shoot will be of a little bit of concern. The standing shoot was excellent though, and that is partly why Germany find themselves with a 30-second lead over the Norwegians. Leaves the stadium in first position and on his own. Now the pressure will start to mount. Bjorndalen needs one of his best shoots, 29. Number 5 wide, rushing that position. Still, it's an improvement, and there's no doubt that he will no longer be 29 behind. Bjorndalen goes out, laps one of the teams as he does so. I think that's team number 24 it is. That's the Koreans with Ji Yuk-yun. And the margin just 19 seconds, so a 10-second gain from Norway on that second shoot. Now, Bjorndalen can close that down to 10 seconds. That's asking quite a lot over the last 2.5 kilometers, but if he can get it down to 10, then Terje Bo may decide. Number 4, Finland, fighting for a podium finish today. Belarus, Italy, France, Sweden, all in the same boat. Alexis Boeuf, very good prone shoot for the French to get them back into contention for a top 3. Taking his time over shot number 1 though, and he's thrown it wide. The wind conditions very difficult at the moment. Bjorn Ferry for Sweden. Now, Swedish target is only the penalty loop. He's gone straight on, so hopefully that is a fault on the caption. Just having a look down the lane, and I can tell you that all Sweden's targets have gone down. So Bjorn Ferry has worked wonders there, getting Sweden back up into 4th place after a little bit of a shaky start on